All right, guys, I was asked to make a what if video on Kevin Lee versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. All right, so a few things that stood out to me about Kevin Lee. First thing is he likes to fight with his feet set, which, like, no duh, who doesn't? But it means that his feet aren't quick. So even though he's got good footwork as far as good stable platforms to throw good strikes to shoot from, it's it's clunky. Now, it's hard for me to kind of critique and demean in a way an advanced fighter, because he's got really good skills and he's got really good technique as far as wrestling goes. But he's not on the planet. He's not in the fucking solar system of Khabib at all. Like, Bismillah, not even at all. So he's at least 5 times slower than Khabib to shoot. His decision making and processing, he doesn't like getting attacked from the side. He likes to square up and trade punches and shoot and then do traditional wrestling, where Khabib can wrestle as master sport of Russia, and he can sambo as master sport of Russia, and he can be judo as master sport of Russia. So even though he's not a master sport in it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. He's at that level. So to explain what a master sport in Russia is, it is take the NCAA, be a Division I champion, okay? And that's your beginning. You have to be a Division I champion to enter the tournament, to be a master sport in Russia. So now that you're not only now think of it as from your NCAA championship, now go win a gold medal. And that qualifies you. It's hard to put in context what it qualifies and what it takes to be a master of sport, master sporta, Frasiye. In Russia, it's just an amazing accomplishment. So, Bismillah. Kevin Lee is not in, Habibi is not in his fucking world. Kevin Lee's a Division II wrestler. And the reason why I would say that, he was a Division II wrestler, not a Division I wrestler, other than grades, is that it's just the quickness of the footwork. He sometimes he gets handled by people that he's stronger than. So here's what I did. I took the easy way. I looked at his highlights. All right. And then from his highlights, I saw at his best, what does he do well? And at his best, he goes into the middle of the ring, cuts the ring off, and then tries to pin somebody against the cage or against the ropes, but striking, working him to there. Then he shoots, and then it's ground and pound, or it is, roll the guy over and get a submission. So he tries to do what Khabib does, minus 2 elite level skills, without having a single elite level skill himself. His wrestling is good, and at times it's great, but he needs the speed to be elite. He needs combination to be elite. His striking is good, and sometimes it's great, but it's not elite. He's got pop, but he's not Conor McGregor. And I don't even think he's Tony Ferguson. So yeah, Tony Ferguson doesn't have, one shot pop to put you out. But that's not to say that he can't put you out with one shot. He can. And then Tony Ferguson, his hand game work in the hand, pin in the hands, fighting. It's that's elite in its own right. There are people that are more elite than Tony Ferguson, I would say, but um, I'm a fan of Tony Ferguson in the sense that I believe that Tony Ferguson, by the time it's all said and done, is going to be one of the more advanced, more elite strikers, and I just don't see Kevin Lee doing that unless he cuts his walking around weight down 15, 20 pounds, works on speed and agility a lot. Like, I mean, a lot. Works on being able to um, throw punches and work his wrestling routines from the side and from awkward angles. You could kind of bum rush him, and his footwork is laborious, and I haven't seen anything that would say or indicate that he's got elite level anything. But with that said, a lot of his shit is really, really good. And there's a lot to be said for someone who can be really, really good at everything. Um, I didn't see a lot of jujitsu out of him. I don't even know if he takes jujitsu. I saw a lot of wrestling out of him. And again, I didn't do a thorough investigation because I didn't see anything elite. If I had to watch his highlights and saw something elite, I would have watched all of his fights. But watching what he does best in his highlights, his best work, I can safely say that he's not in Khabib's caliber. What I can say though is he could gain weight and go up a class and be strong and work some fools. And what I can say is he could go down a class and be strong and work some fools. But at his class now, I just don't see him using his strength as the advantage as it is. And he might just be muscle. It might just be show. He might be as strong as everybody else, but he's just genetically gifted, and it looks good. I don't know. I'm talking kind of out of my ass right now. So that's my analysis.